Hi, Brent Haynes with Wood Sound Flutes. I have 4 custom creation flutes that I want to share with you today. Actually, some of these will end up in the Maker Favorite categories on our website. I am super excited about these flutes. The one in my hand right now, I am so in love with this instrument. It is so gorgeous and plays so well, and I just love everything about it. This flute is made out of pink ivory. The pink wood here is pink ivory. There's no color enhancing here. That is actually the color of the wood, and it is just brilliant. It is so gorgeous. And then it has York gum burl for the head joint and for the end cap, and the bear is made out of York gum burl. It has abalone inlays in the flute itself and then in the bear, and is just a drop dead gorgeous instrument. This is in the key of high D. Pink ivory can range from kind of a pale pink to an almost watermelon kind of pink. This is that watermelon kind of pink that the pink ivory gets. It doesn't get richer than this. This is as rich and beautiful a color of pink ivory as I've ever seen, and I just love it. So I'll go ahead and play this for you. There is a little bit of chatoyance and also, some three-dimensional figure in the wood of the pink ivory, and of course the burl on the York gum is just crazy. I'll go ahead and play this for you in high D. Awesome. It's a very, very fun flute. This is one you just want to try. Everybody, I can't imagine not wanting to play this flute. It is just so fun, so lively, and just a blast to play. The next flute that I want to share with you is made out of tropical ironwood burl, and this has got a Banksia pod for the mouthpiece end cap, and a little bit of ebony and some turquoise. And the Banksia pod is so cool because it has these voids where the seeds are in the pod itself, and so we remove the seeds that are in there, or many of the seeds are already gone, and we inlay in those voided spaces turquoise, and so it looks just awesome and has this really cool look to it. The wood in the Banksia pod itself has this crazy grains, and it changes depending on where you are in the pod. The grain of the wood looks just totally different. On this turtle, this is our new turtle design. This is the first time I've had a chance to actually even talk to you about our new turtle design. We've been working on this for, oh gosh, I've been thinking about it now for 3 or 4 months, and working on the actual design for about a month, and we finally have settled on this design for the turtle. It's made with it can be made in different woods, where on this one, for example, we have the Banksia pod shell, and then the arms and the body of the turtle are made out of the tropical ironwood burl, and it is so gorgeous. It's just so beautiful. I love this design, this turtle design. I actually like it much better than our previous turtle. You probably noticed that we didn't have a lot of turtles over the last year or two, and the reason for that was a lot of the fins kept breaking on them, and it was really I didn't like it. I don't like it when something breaks and doesn't work well on my flutes, and so I change things and figure out how to do things better, or I don't do it that way anymore. And so this particular one, part of the reason we designed this turtle this way was to create really strong fins. Now, I'm sure they could get broken because they're still sticking out, but they are much, much thicker than they were before, and they're much, much stronger than they were before, and yet they still look beautiful and elegant and in proportion and everything that way. So I'm really super excited about it. We have 2 of them actually. that we're going to be putting up on the website recently. In fact, let me go ahead and grab the. I don't have the other one ready. I wasn't gonna show you this one on this video, but I just got to because I'm too excited about it. So this one is on a box elder burl flute, and it has a African blackwood body with the box elder burl that's been color enhanced for the shell, and so this flute is going to be really, really fun. That'll be up on the website. We've kept the cost of the flute down a little bit by not doing any abalone inlays or turquoise inlays in the flute itself, because it's so amazing looking as it is. It didn't need it, and it allows the cost to be kept down just a wee bit and still let the flute just sing in its beauty and let that turtle just shine. So anyways, very excited about that flute too, but I wasn't going to show you that flute, so we'll get back to this to the tropical ironwood flute, and I'll play this for you a little bit. This one is in the key of mid B, so a little bit higher than the A, and so the fingers are a little bit closer together. The whole flute is just a wee bit shorter than the A, but it's the same diameter. So another beautiful flute. I just love it. You know, one of the things that I'm really loving about what we're doing nowadays is the consistency of the flutes. Consistently amazing. Flute after flute after flute just sounds spectacular. And I'm able to really hear the differences and nuances of the woods themselves rather than, you know, imperfections in the way that we handled making the flute. And I just love it. I love that we're developing this consistency, and you know, it's all handwork that goes into creating the sound of the instrument. In this area right in here, there's over 15 different surfaces that we actually change and shape in order to create the specific sound of the flute. And it's not easy to do that because we have to do it all from the outside. I feel like a surgeon when we're doing this. We got these little tiny files and, you know, things that we're going in with to get out wood and to move things and change things in terms of shapes in there and to sand things down, and yet the results are coming out so spectacular time after time after time now. So I love it. I'm very pleased with that. The next flute that I want to share with you is in the key of mid A. It is a yellow cedar burl flute with our horse totem on it. It's got some turquoise, solid turquoise inlay with the abalone inlay and the solid turquoise. It's got desert ironwood for the mouthpiece end cap, and the horse totem itself is desert ironwood with the solid turquoise inlay and the abalone for the arrow at the end of the heart line here. And just a really, really super elegant flute, very classic in terms of a yellow cedar burl flute. This is just a classic beauty. yellow cedar burl with ironwood. Lovely instrument. I love yellow cedar burl. It is hard not to love yellow cedar burl. The only thing I don't love about yellow cedar burl is how difficult it is to get. And everything else I love about it. It smells amazing, and it plays amazing, it sounds amazing, looks amazing. Everything about it is just wonderful. It just is really hard to get. The last flute that I want to share with you today is made out of African blackwood. This has got a little bit of the sapwood on one side, and then just African blackwood going down the other side. It has some abalone inlays on it, and it has a repurposed ivory totem on it with the abalone inlay in it, and it is just absolutely drop dead gorgeous. The repurposed ivory is who knows how many years old, probably 100 years old, and part of it here you can see a little bit of the cracking that happens on the ivories. A lot of times on like woolly mammoth ivory, it'll get little check marks in it that you have to stabilize and things like that, because as it ages, that's what happens with the material. So this has of course been stabilized, but that repurposed ivory is just gorgeous. It has these lines and grain lines in it that are just spectacular. So anyways, this is in the key of G, and it is one of my favorite G's right now, as you'll be able to see. So beautiful sounding flute, so responsive, loves to be, you know, the tonguing technique just works so great on this flute because it has so much echo in the chamber of the flute itself. This really, really hard wood just boom, puts out this echo that's just incredible. And so it really responds to tonguing techniques and things of that nature. So gorgeous playing flute, and one that I look forward to having available for you. At any rate, if you would like to reach me, you can reach me at 801-822-1415 or brent@woodsounds.com. I'm Brent Haynes, and I look forward to talking to you soon.